Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Today we'll be talking about introduction to data mining and data warehouse. What is data mining? Data mining refers to extracting or mining knowledge from large amounts of data. This term is actually a misnomer. It should have been rather called as knowledge mining, as we can see here, which emphasizes on mining large amounts of data. It is the computational process of discovering patterns in large data sets involving methods at the intersections of artificial intelligence, machine learning, statistics, database systems, etc. The overall goal of data mining process is to extract information from a data set and transform it into an understandable structure for further use. Data mining involves six common classes of tasks. The first one would be anomaly detection, which means identification of unusual data records that might be interesting or data errors that requires further investigation, which means we're basically searching for something that should not be there. Association rule learning. This is the second one. It searches for relationships between variables. For example, like how a supermarket might gather data on customer purchasing habits and then further use it to do sometimes referred to as market basket analysis to suggest or suggest what kind of marketing to do to the customers. The next one would be clustering. It is a task of discovering groups and structures in data that are in some way or other similar. So we are looking for related data. The third function would be clustering, which means we are searching for groups and structures in the data that are related or in some way similar. Fourth one would be classification, the task of generalizing known structures to apply new data. For example, an email program might attempt to classify an email as legitimate or as spam. So basically, we are classifying data with some predefined prerequisites. Regression attempts to find a function which models the data with the least error. Summarization, providing a more compact representation of dataset, including visualization and report generation. Multidimensional data models. The multidimensional data model is a method which is used for ordering data in the database along with good arrangement and assembling of the contents in the database. The multidimensional data model allows customers to interrogate analytical questions associated with market or business trends, unlike relational databases which allow customers to access data in the form of queries. They allow users to rapidly receive answers to the requests which they made by creating and examining the data comparatively fast. This is the visual representation of multidimensional data model. So we have divided into multiple dimensions and we can view the data relatively easily as it is properly classified. There are few stages in multidimensional data modeling, among which the first one would be assembling the data from the client. In the first stage, a multidimensional data model collects the correct data from the client. Mostly software professionals provide simplicity to the client about the range of data which can be gained with the selected technology and collect the complete data in detail. Stage 2, grouping different segments of the system. In the second stage, the multidimensional data model recognizes and classifies all the data to the respective section they belong to and also builds it problem free to apply step by step. Step 3, noticing different proportions. In the third stage, it is the basis on which the design of the system is based. In this stage, the main factors are recognized according to the user's point of view. These factors are known as dimensions. Stage 4, preparing the actual time factors and their respective qualities. In the fourth stage, the factors which are recognized in the previous step are used for further identifying and the related qualities. Those qualities are known as attributes in database. Stage 5, finding the actuality of factors which are listed previously and their qualities. In the fifth stage, a multidimensional data model separates and differentiates the actuality from factors which are collected by it. These actually play a significant role in the arrangement of multidimensional data model. Stage 6, building the schema to place the data with respect to information collected from the steps above. In the sixth stage, on the basis of the data which was collected previously, a schema will be built. Advantages of multidimensional data modeling. A multidimensional data model is easy to handle. It is easy to maintain. It also performs better than normal databases. The representation of data is far better than traditional databases. That is because the multidimensional databases are multi-viewed and carry different types of factors. It is workable on complex systems and applications, contrary to the simple one-dimensional database systems. Next, we'll be looking at the differences between OLAP and OLTP. Starting with, what does OLAP stands for? OLAP stands for Online Analytical Processing, whereas OLTP stands for Online Transaction Processing. The definition of OLAP is it is well known as Online Database Query Management System, whereas OLTP is well known as Online Database Modifying System. The difference is the first one is Query Management System, the second one is Database Modifying System. The data source of OLAP consists of historical data from various databases, whereas OLTP consists of only operational current data. The method used in OLAP, it makes use of a data warehouse, whereas OLTP makes use of a standard database management system or a DBMS. Application of OLAP, it is subject oriented, used for data mining, analytics, decision making, etc. While OLTP, it is application oriented, used for business tasks generally. And then not looking at the normalization, OLAP database tables in OLAP database the tables are not normalized, whereas in OLTP the tables are normalized, which are in generally in 3NF form. Usage of data. In OLAP, the data is used in planning, problem solving, and decision making. Whereas in OLTP, the database is used to perform day to day fundamental operations. Tasks. OLAP provides multi-dimensional view of different business tasks, whereas OLTP reveals a snapshot of present business tasks. The purpose of OLAP is it serves the purpose of to extract information for analysis and decision making, whereas OLTP serves the purpose to insert, update, and delete information from the database. Volume of data. OLAP generally is stored in large amounts, typically in terabytes or petabytes, whereas OLTP stores the data in relatively small as the historical data is archived. For example, it will be stored in megabytes or gigabytes. Queries. In OLAP is relatively slow as the amount of data involved is very large. The queries may take hours to be processed. Whereas OLTP is very fast as the query operates on only 5% of the data. It is really fast compared to the OLAP.